So another day. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Back to the dogs again.
Yes.
It's every day, yeah. You have a day off sometimes.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, but who's cleaning the dog shit?
Some friend, some high friend, and Falang friend.
Okay. Yeah, you have to have a day off. You know. So that's good. Good morning.
Morning.
Sleep good.
Fine.
Back to the same routine again.
Off to another shift.
Okay, man. Are these dogs coming also from shelter, or you're just one by one on the street or something?
What mean?
Are these dogs also from the shelter before, or just find on the street?
Oh.
No, they were born under our house.
Born under your house, yeah?
Yeah, most of them, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's feed the dogs.
Let's go.
Phil and Dee dedicated their life to animals. Take care of them, feed them, rescue them.
Come on, Dad.
Where's Abby?
Come on, go look, baby, Abby.
Oh, you have babies, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Phil is running the snake rescue. It's the only one in Koh Samui, so it can be quite busy. If you have a snake in the house, there's only one person to call, and that's Phil. He's 24 hours standby, and it's all volunteer work, so donations are always needed. They live in the jungle in Koh Samui Lamai. Near their house is a dog shelter around 200 meters away, and every morning, 3 hours a day, they go down there, clean the dog shit, feed the dogs, take care, see what's going on, and give medicine if needed. If we just back up and let them go through the door.
Come on.
Scared like hell. Hey, she went there.
What's the matter with you? You were hungry.
Probably.
Some shelter. Do you? Some shelter.
Love your haircut, girl. It's been that
So there's a lot of commotion there inside. What happened?
Well, we think, well, I think it's the father. We had one of our cats before. She managed to get out and she got pregnant. She was just about to be neutered. She'd come quite young. And I'm pretty sure that's the father. He's not been done, as it were. And I think he's just come back for some food and shelter. So we don't have cats now. And as everybody knows, cat house has been taken over by a mummy dog and her 8 pups. So we will feed the ginger cat out here, find somewhere safe for him. But we'll get that sorted out today. So we'll get him out, leave him some food and water outside and away from the rain. And we'll look after him outside. So we got a cat at last. Another cat, we're back, lovely. Cat friendly we are. It's great.
See you later. While Lee starts to clean, Phil goes out with a dog called Abby. It's like a pit bull and cannot get along with any other dog, so has to be walked. So Phil goes out for an hour a day to take him out of his shelter a little bit. And one dog can go with him all the time. So this is a pit bull, yeah? And what is the story about this pit bull?
Well, we're not sure of her backstory, mate. To say when she was brought into the shelter, she was really skinny, scars, bite marks all over her head and neck. So I don't think she had a good life, mate. Something pretty bad happened to her, I think, before she came here. It was like a lot of the dogs down here. We don't really know what happened to them before they came here. So,
but you always hope that that people come to take a dog.
Yeah, they're all pretty much for adoption. If any people want, we adopted one yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
one more.
like a reddy coloured sort of ridgeback. You know, the Thai ridgeback. It's very similar to a Thai ridgeback, mate.
Wow.
And he's an Austrian guy, and his dog died about 2 months ago, and he's got one female. So he's been looking for another one, and this one apparently looks a bit like his old dog.
Okay,
So he's
nice.
like, no, I want that one. So he took that yesterday.
So this dog is like difficult to get a house for him. Yeah.
Abby, yeah, because she doesn't. Well, apart from Sita, she gets on with him really well, but she doesn't get on with other dogs at all, mate. She needs to be somebody that's active and has got no other pets.
Yeah.
And lives in an area
And
where
security.
she can go where she's on her own, mate.
Yeah.
I mean, as I said, you might be lucky to catch somebody with one dog like I've got, the Sita here, and she gets on with him really well. But it's just a bit of a chance to take with her.
Sure.
Yeah, I can't remember how this happened, to be honest, mate. I really can't remember how this happened.
You cannot kick him out of 2 months.
Nah.
In the meantime, Lee is doing her daily round of 3 hours feeding dogs. Around 180.
I'm hungry.
So what's going on here?
We've got this guy, Patrick, from Eldorado's in Lamai. It was his 50th birthday the other day. So instead of presents, he's got 2 donation boxes, so the guests gave donations. Half donations are for Samui Snake and Wildlife Rescue. The other donations are for pariah dogs. So he's just come to give us the donations now, mate. So.
Phil is a volunteer. He gets absolutely nothing for this job, so there's some good people on the island who would love to sponsor. This is Patrick. It was his birthday, and he have a special surprise for Phil. Patrick has a restaurant here in Lamai, Eldorado, very good food, and he comes to give him a surprise. Surprise! Excuse me, who are you? You are from Eldorado, yeah?
Patrick from Eldorado.
Okay, and I've heard it was your birthday yesterday?
It's a week ago actually.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Can you explain what's going on here exactly, what you come to do here?
We try to give some donations and some dog food and help out a bit what we can do with.
That's fantastic.
Okay.
So from the birthday, instead of presents, wasn't it?
Yeah. Instead of presents, I asked people to do some donations so I can help out the dogs and the wildlife here on the island.
Fantastic. And you have a business here also, Eldorado, I see.
Yeah,
that's the one.
That's a restaurant.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna check that out too. Thank you so much.
Good food,
Cheers.
mate.
Thank you.
Great food in there as well, mate.
Yeah.
Come on down to Eldorado and Lamai.
Yeah, let's eat there. We can eat there together one day.
Get some advertisers. Does it get it on your back? There you go.
So I got
Eldorado, Lamai.
Yeah, there we go.
Come down with some good food, man.
That's fantastic because
Yeah,
it's
great,
very,
mate.
really needed.
Yeah.
You know, like
100%,
not
mate.
many people think about it, but it's great. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
for
you.
thinking about my friend. Phil has no salary, so all the money that he gets is more from sponsorships from people who give tip after a snake rescue. So, but there's gasoline going in the truck, and there have to be repairs done. Equipment has to be sold. So yeah, so it's good. There's people like Patrick from El Dorado. Lei, a really special character with a heart for animals and especially for dogs. She goes daily on around 14 locations feeding around 200 dogs that know the sound of a motorbike already when she comes. All the dogs get hysterical and she's one of a kind, a really good person. So, finished for today.
Finish for today. Now we party. We done. Now that's done today. Really lovely. Thank you very much. Very done today. So happy today. Very lovely day. Nice. I love fight.
Yeah, nothing better than a campfire.
Yeah. Make me warm, you know. Fire and sun. Fucking hell, I love it.
Yeah, I hate the cold.
And rain and cold. Oh, I don't like it.
Yeah, then Holland is not the place for you to be.
Really?
Yeah, cold
In Thai-
rain and wet, you don't like, sure.
Oh, no. Thailand is number one. Fire and sun. Beautiful, you know. Really
It's so
lovely.
not Thai, eh? I told you already, you're so not Thai. Because Thai people don't go to the beach, you don't get black.
I like back. I like back. I like back girl. I like sunshine and
Black label.
coconut oil in my body and oh so relaxed, you know. Very nice. Very good for relax. Fucking hell. Very good. Fucking hell.
The fucking house is a normal Falang word, so don't worry about it. I will cut it out if you want.
It's so happy.
Fucking good.
Yeah, fucking good. Fucking
Yeah.
good. So
There's
happy.
no other word for that.
Don't worry, it's so happy, you know. Fucking good.
Yeah, exactly.
Beautiful. Beautiful night, beautiful day. Beautiful.
There we
Very
go.
good.
Nice, huh? No mosquitoes too.
Get the Done. Cầm lên nữa. Vô nữa đi boy. Very good. Coffee.
The better thing to do really is sort of treat them and leave them where they are in place.
Sure.
Dog shelters aren't really ideal, to be honest, mate.
Just
I
for
mean, this is-
recovery, yeah.
It's not a bad one, but I mean, you see some of them, they're just totally overcrowded, mate. There's no space for the dogs. They're always fighting each other, and it's just a nightmare, dude. I mean, a lot of the stuff, like soy dogs are over at the moment. They're doing a big program on the island.
Okay, yeah.
Spay, neuter, and release. But they basically, obviously, Thai people can take their dogs in and get them done for free. Anybody can, actually. You can take your dog in and get them done for free. But when it comes to soy dogs and stray dogs, they get spayed or neutered, they get vaccinated, they get treated for worms and whatever else, and then they get put back where they were.
It's better in a way. Yeah, what can you do, you know? They
You
have
can't
the
just keep piling them all into shelters, mate.
and they have the area already, you know,
Yeah.
they fight for that area. And if they
Yeah,
leave, then
exactly.
the dogs take over. Yeah?
Shelters aren't always the answer, mate, really. I mean, I think it's good intentions at the start of these shelters,
Sure,
but
sure.
they can get overwhelmed pretty
Yeah,
quickly,
yeah.
eh? Especially if you've just got that mentality of taking all the dogs in. Before you know it, you've got, like, there's a place down at the bottom of the valley here. I think they've got about 700 dogs in there, mate, at least.
How about snakes? How are you doing in snakes? Eh? You're doing something with snakes.
There's loads up here, mate. This is a really good area, mate. I release a few up here as well. This is not a bad release site. If I get any rescues sort of around this area, I'll often release a lot of them up here as well.
Sure, yeah. So
just
people
not-
call you, yeah, and then they come to, they ask you to get the snakes out.
Yeah. Rescue and release.
Yeah.
Yeah, 24 hours.
Yeah, you've been bitten, I see, I think. It must be from a bite.
Yeah. Nice monocled cobra bite.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
that's the risk of the job, huh?
Yeah, well, it's the first one in 15 years.
And that's so bad,
Hopefully
huh?
it'll be the last one, mate.
Yeah,
It's not-
yeah. You
That's
cannot have
something I
too
want to
many.
experience again. It's got to be, of course, for everything. I mean, I've rescued lots of monkeys, macaques,
Mm.
and gibbons as well.
Mm.
They're not native to Samui,
Mm.
but I do a bit of work with WFFT
Mm.
up in Petbury. They used to sponsor me actually until they started having their own financial problems, and then
Sure.
I was no longer sponsored by them. But anytime I get an animal that can't be released onto Samui,
Mm.
or it's too badly injured and it
Mm.
needs professional like wildlife vet care, then they get shipped off up to Petbury to
Okay, yeah.
WFFT.
But a monkey, how you rescue them? They escape from somewhere? Or?
Yeah, a lot of the macaques are usually escaped coconut picking monkeys.
Sure.
When they get a bit too old and they get very aggressive, mate.
Mm.
And to be honest, some people treat them like members of the family, mate.
Mm.
Don't get me wrong, but some abuse the shit out of them. They beat them. They treat them really badly,
Yeah.
mate. And then
Shame.
once they get to a certain age, they don't want to go picking the coconuts anymore. Sometimes they escape, and sometimes they're just purposely released. They just
Never mind, yeah.
And then I get calls from Westerners usually
Mm.
in villas being terrorised by some crazy macaque that's trying to smash the door down and
Sure,
attack them.
sure.
Yeah, I've had it a few times, mate. Oh, they cause a lot of damage, mate. I mean, the one I had one in Cheweng. He was smashing the villa to pieces. The people locked themselves inside the villa,
Mm.
and then they locked themselves in an inner room,
Mm.
like a safe room,
Yeah.
because he was trying to smash the kitchen door down.
Really,
And the outside of the villa, he trashed it, mate. Completely throwing bottles of Chang at the side of the walls. He was destroying the place, mate.
yeah.
But he ended up escaping that day. We couldn't catch him. The next day, I got a call again. He was in the next soy, and he'd put 3 people in hospital.
Really?
He'd attacked an old lady, taken her off a motorbike,
Wow.
and bit her.
Wow.
She was in hospital. He attacked a little kid, and the father went in to help, and he bit both of them. So they were both hospitalised.
Mm.
So
Yeah, it's dangerous
this is
stuff,
the,
man.
yeah, this is the.
And then they bring them somewhere to also like a rescue area.
Yeah, they generally, all the ones that we caught, they went up to WFFT
Mm.
and just kind of lived their lives out, being monkeys in a troop,
Yeah,
monkeys basically.
Mm.
And then I've had a few gibbons as well.
Mm.
They've all gone to WFFT. They were usually being kept as pets.
Yeah, or for
And-
pictures for tourists, you know.
Yeah, and they just got a bit too big, and people couldn't take care of them anymore. And then you get a call, can you take this gibbon from me? Otters as well. I've had quite a few otters.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So everybody at home, if you're on holidays and you see people with animals just making pictures for money, don't do it.
Yeah, the photo. props.
Don't do it because you keep the business alive. And I know you want to sponsor the people, but it's all about education. Don't make pictures with animals because an animal should not be in the town. It should be out there. So don't make pictures.
I mean, the backstory on the gibbons is terrible, mate. I mean, basically, they go into the jungle to get one baby gibbon. Now, gibbons are monogamous, yeah. They usually pair up for life. I mean, they can be a little bit fatal from what I've gathered, but they generally pair up.
The male, yeah.
And then they'll have a baby. That whole family will protect that baby. So when they go to take a baby for the photo props, they shoot the entire family.
Really, yeah.
So every time you see one gibbon for photo props, there's probably been 8 to 10 adult gibbons have been killed to get that one baby.
Do you hear that back home? So please remember that story.
Yeah, that's what you're spending your money on.
Yeah.